New health conspiracy theory. I made a post saying that people should not take nutrition advice from chiropractors, estheticians, or wellness influencers. If you want to argue with someone, argue with your imaginary friend. And this holistic wellness influencer decided to try to call me out and say, nice attempt to gaslight. An MD doesn't make you a gatekeeper of nutrition. It does make you the third leading cause of death. Firstly, I would like to point out this and the widespread misuse of the word gaslight, which comes from the play and film Gaslight, which describes mentally abusing an intimate partner. To this person, I say, I have no idea who you are, and just disagreeing with you is not gaslighting. But I digress. This third leading cause of death thing kind of caught my eye, especially when somebody else said it in my comment section. Where would people get this idea? I made my way over to the CDC website. Invariably, the top three causes are heart disease, cancer, and accidents. Could they be attributing all of these accidents to doctors? The top three accidental deaths are fall, motor vehicle accidents, and like accidental poisoning. So I decided to dig a little bit more. What these people are likely referring to are a few different flawed studies that were widely reported on in the news media, which claim that up to 400,000 deaths per year in the US are due to medical malpractice. This is the issue with people who have no background in science trying to talk about things like this. If you dig into the methodology here, it is extremely flawed. The data is essentially cherry-picked, and this is a study basically of other data sets that were specifically chosen to get a certain outcome, in my opinion. We also have other higher powered studies that really disagree with those studies, including this meta-analysis, which estimated around 22,000 preventable deaths annually due to medical malpractice, and of those, only 7,000 were in patients with greater than a 3-month life expectancy. This wouldn't hit the headlines because it's not as sensational. This is the issue with just taking everything that you see on the news, in media, online as just true. The more sensational findings are gonna get those headlines. And quite often people in news media aren't gonna be able to fact check and decipher anything. So in the end, we end up with researchers with potentially cherry-picked and very flawed data painting a certain picture that ends up getting picked up by people who either don't know any better or just choose to believe it because it's self-serving.